what's going on, HeroClix fam? Welcome back to Power Action Clicks. I'm DK, and today I'm going to be doing a sealed drafting guide for the upcoming Lantern Legacy HeroClix set. It is due to start pre-releasing over the next week, and I'm not sure about a definitive release date for it yet. But I really do feel like sealed is my favorite way to play HeroClix. I love the thematics, just the flavor that you get from some of these games is awesome. For instance, you're going to, see battles with Sinestro and Kyle, Hal Jordan, Superboy Prime, the Black Lanterns, all these awesome characters from the comic books, and you get to have those kind of comic book battles. It's something I really enjoy about HeroClix, and I get that out of sealed. So I do like making these videos because of that, and I also like to keep people informed about the set. That way when you go out there to play sealed, you're not completely surprised by what you're seeing. So hopefully I give you some good information here. So let's talk about some of the frequent powers in the set. There's actually quite a bit of charge and running shot. So it looks like there's actually 29 characters with charge. It looks like 26 with running shot, 25 with sidestep, only 8 with hypersonic speed, 12 with stealth. Some of the other important ones here: precision strike. There's 22 characters with precision strike, 15 characters with super senses, 13 with telekinesis. Poison, there's 13 characters. We got 10 characters with combat reflexes, 14 with energy shield, 7 with a barrier, and is that 37 with willpower? This is a Green Lantern set, so shouldn't be too surprising there. 20 characters with invincible, 12 characters with impervious, 19 characters with invulnerability. Where is toughness? Oh, there it is, 12. Okay. So quite a bit of reducers. Let's see about rollouts. We do have 15 characters with super senses. We have 12 characters with impervious. And what about shape change? Another 12 characters for shape change. And then looking at our pop, which is probability, outwit, perplex, and leadership and strength. I also try to add in there too. So probability control, we have 14 characters with probability control, 27 characters with perplex, so quite a bit of perplex in this set, obviously with the Sinestro core in here. And let's see, outwit, it looks like 14, and leadership is going to be 16. I did mention super strength, which not that much, only 5 characters with super strength in this set. Next up, combat symbols. We have 66 characters with flying. This is a space set, so I hope they can fly. Tiny, we got 6 tiny characters, 2 giant characters. It says 2 colossal. And 17 with just the regular boot movement. As for team ability frequency, we have 17 characters with Cosmic. This is a space set, like I said. 17 characters with the Green Lantern set. Would you look at that? And the next highest one is going to be Team Player with 12. Then the next couple lowest ones are going to be Justice League, Justice Society, and Batman Ally. But the big ones are going to be Cosmic, Green Lantern, and Team Player. So it's good to know what you can copy with Team Player. There's going to be quite a bit of Cosmic, Green Lantern, Justice League, and Justice Society. Improved movement. Looks like there's 5 characters with improved movement through characters, only 1 with improved movement through blocking, 1 destroying blocking, and 1 improved elevated. Improved targeting, that's going to be, it looks like 10 characters with improved targeting, and only 2 with attack out of adjacency. Let's look at some of the average numbers here. 3, about 3.76 it looks like is average damage. Average speed is 8. Average attack is 11. Average defense is 18. There's a couple of characters in here with a pretty high defense, though. Keyword frequency, let's just look at some of the top ones here. There are quite a few, I think, keyword cheaters in this set. So number 1 is going to be Herald, of course. All the lanterns, I believe, are Heralds, so 64. Next is Justice League with 31. Green Lantern Corps with 27, so there's going to be quite a bit of taxing around with that team ability. 23 characters with Cosmic, and 14 characters with Brute, and 13 characters with Sinestro Core, and 12 with Monster. Those are just some of the highest ones. There's also 12 Teen Titans, which I'm like, who's all the Teen Titans? It must be Kyle that has all the Teen Titan keywords. That's back to the frequency. So let's, first I did want to mention that, depending on your venue and how they're going to do things, some venues might try to incorporate the use of the constructs in your game, but you'll have to talk to them about that. Some people did mention that some people were playing like that when Batman Team Up came out. You were able to generate some of the constructs that you pulled in the set, but that's definitely something you have to discuss with the venue or who's running the game. But it is doable, and it might be actually pretty fun to try out. So next up, I wanted to look at some of the figures with pop that you might want to look out for. So this is characters with probability control. So the JSA Flash, Gambler, Sandman, the Spectre, Scar. That's a different Spectre, Ganthet, and Hal Jordan. So those are all people you might want to keep an eye out for in terms of getting yourself some probability control on your team. Not all bad, I don't know that there's any necessarily bad characters, I would say, in this set. There's some that probably aren't that good, but all these aren't the worst choices if you get stuck with at least one of them. So next up in terms of pop is going to be Outwit. We got Question, Kyle Rayner, Batman, White Lantern Batman's kind of cool. Lex Luthor, Joe Mullen, Hal Jordan, Sinestro, Superboy Prime. Oh, it's because they have that Superman enemy. I was like, where's the Outwit? So that's why. John Stewart does have that Outwit. Yep. Cyborg Superman. All some really good bets right there. Sinestro, Superboy Prime, John Stewart, Cyborg Superman. And Yellow Lantern Batman, too. Those are all some good things I would want to draft. The Atom's also really good. Black Hand. Next up here, we are looking at Perplex. So Sinestro Core Recruit, the Atom, Despotellis, Hal Jordan. Some other ones I would look out for, maybe Lobo. 125 points I feel like is kind of a lot for Lobo, though. Lex Luthor, Alan Scott, Joe Mullen, Hal Jordan, Sinestro. Next up is Leadership. So we got Black Hand, we got Atrocitus and Dexstar, we got Cyborg Superman. Does he he generates them? Oh no, it's on the Perplex that he generates the Manhunters. He's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind drafting him either. Alan Scott, Mongol, Sinestro, the Ultraviolet Sinestro, Jade, Kilowog. All just some to keep an eye out for your leadership. And I just wanted to mention some of the things about the set. So you will be seeing in the main set legacy cards. You're going to be seeing legacy cards for the power batteries. You should see quite a few of them. They were actually very frequently pulled. So were the rings. A lot of this stuff was very frequently pulled when we were seeing all the unboxing videos that came out recently. Another thing I did want to mention here is there are packs that are themed, like this one here. It came with everything that is Black Lantern, and that is something you could end up drafting. So you get a Black Lantern ring, and then you'd maybe want to run the hand or something else here. So that's just something to be aware of. There's actually a few equipment. Of course, there's all of the rings, but there is also, let's see. So, of course, there's all the rings. You probably want to just run any ring you get. Hopefully, you'll get something. You get the qualifying keyword, and you could get it for free. But, I mean, paying 10 points for most of these isn't that bad. Yeah, I would run just about any of them. They're all really good in their own way. Ultraviolet's brand new. There's never been an ultraviolet ring in HeroClix before, so that's really cool. It'd be cool to draft that one. As far as objects for the rings to generate, you might actually get lucky and draft, one or two that you can use if you draft a ring. So there is the sound wave. Another equipment is going to be the chain. Gives you that giant reach 3, triple targeting, but only during close attacks. And then there's also going to be construct chains. Not too bad. And then there's the God Killer sword. That one's pretty awesome. It's definitely going to be something that will be built like. I imagine a lot of people are going to want to have that one. But the qualifying names are Cheetah and Deathstroke, which there are none. And Amazons, I'm not too sure of. There might be one or two Amazons in here, but I'm not 100% sure. Then you have the sword constructs. Then the bat. The bat's really good. It does that smoke cloud. But it says characters occupying the markers generated by the bat modify their damage -1, which I believe that means your characters too. So just something to keep an eye out for, or make sure you place that smoke terrain marker out how you need it to be. So lastly, I thought I'd just finish off by talking about the ones that I would like to draft, or what I think are some of the better figures in the set to draft. Let's see. So, of course, all the chases. I mean, if you get a White Lantern Superman, I expect you to win pre-release. He's really good. I mean, duh, all these chases are really good. He's awesome. He's cosmic. He's, Superman ally. He's got impervious, super senses, ranged combat, hypersonic speed, super strength. Could keep going on. He does healing. I mean, you could even, these team-ups will be in the main set, so it's very possible I'd say it's kind of possible you could run into a team-up situation. So definitely Superman's probably one of my top, I'd say maybe number 1 out of 5. These other ones are really great too. Hal Jordan. Batman, Yellow Lantern Batman is definitely something I would love to play with, love to draft. I haven't seen the Atrocitus and Dexstar yet, but I'm very interested to see that one now. It's going to be like 2 figures on 1 base, which I don't think there really are in this set, anything like that. Cyborg Superman, definitely another thing I'd love to draft. Just because he's really cool. He's got 3 stop clicks. He's invincible. He generates all those cyborg the bystanders. Really good. And I mean, for 80 points, what you're getting is pretty good. And he's leadership. Alan Scott is a 20 defense, playing him at 100 points. Like, I hope your opponent can get through that. Otherwise, you're probably going to cream him. Definitely something worth drafting. Even Mongol's not that bad. Probably not one of my top picks, though, for drafting. Flash is good. It's got that prob. Charge, hypersonic speed, but don't have speed only if no other characters have moved to this turn. Good figure. This Jon Stewart is like a brick house for 100 points. 9 clicks of health, invincible, impervious. He's cosmic. He has the ultraviolet mind control, outwit. He's stacked. If you get him, I expect you to put the hurt on people. So regular Jon Stewart, not too bad. He's got invincible, barrier, leadership, 75 points. Prime Sinestro, I do like him. Might actually kind of work in your favor if you know how to making sure you take advantage of that parallax tamed characters' combat values can't be positively modified. The Ultraviolet Sinestro is also really good. Would I run him at 150? Yeah, I probably would. If I drafted him, I think I would. I'd probably run most of these figure on their higher point, especially the rarer ones, super rare and above. And then getting into some of the rares and stuff. What would I like to see? Guy Gardner. These ones are both cool. Alan Scott. You got to get some of this classic Green Lantern in your drafting for Lantern Legacy. Kilowog. This Kilowog's actually pretty awesome. I just realized earlier, though, he can be outwitted, but still really good. I really like what he does. He's a brick house, too. I mean, 13 attack for 5 damage, and he has super strength. And that's about it for this Lantern Legacy sealed drafting guide. I hope that gave you a little bit of information to go into the pre-release with and doing some drafting with this set. I'm always trying to improve my videos. I did take a break here for a while, but I'm planning on getting back into it because I do love HeroClix. I love playing. Just trying to find the time and the community to play with. So that's definitely been something I've been working on and working towards. But until then, I plan on having another couple videos out in the next week or so. And that about wraps it up for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll click it and kick it in the next video.